The secret to a blooming Kalanchoe blossfeldiana revealed. Learn these tips and enjoy flowers for 100 days. Have you ever envied someone else's Kalanchoe that blooms profusely with an incredibly long flowering period? Master these few tricks, and you'll be a flower-growing pro in no time. Plenty of sunlight. Kalanchoe loves sunlight, so make sure it gets at least 4 hours of light a day to keep the flowers blooming non-stop. However, avoid direct, strong sunlight in summer. So only water when the soil is completely dry. Water thoroughly to avoid root rot, but ensure there's no water left in the saucer before the flowering period. Increase the phosphorus and potassium fertilizer for even more vibrant blooms. After the flowers fade, trim off the dead blooms to encourage branching. This helps keep the flowers coming and guarantees a pot full of blossoms. Remember these simple tips, and you'll easily grow a Kalanchoe that blooms abundantly for 100 days, bringing continuous good fortune. If you're only going to grow one type of succulent, then I absolutely recommend choosing the mountain rose. Trust me, it's like the superstar of the succulent world. With its stunning, rose-like shape, the leaves are layered in such a way that they wrap around each other, giving it this beautiful, almost magical appearance, like a rosebud just waiting to bloom. And when it's in its prime, this little gem will turn a gorgeous soft pink, almost as if it's made of a translucent pink crystal. But here's the best part. It's a total lifesaver for beginners and even for those of us who might not have the greenest thumbs. Even if you accidentally neglect it and it ends up looking all wrinkled and sad, as long as it gets plenty of sunlight and there's a noticeable temperature shift, it'll quickly perk up and return to its beautiful, vibrant self. In fact, it's one of the easiest succulents to grow, and you'll have no trouble filling up a pot with this beauty. So, if you're into indoor plants, be sure to follow me. I share tons of tips like this every day.
If you're not sure which indoor plant to choose, why not go for a camellia? It's great at absorbing harmful substances in the air and purifying it. Camellias have a long blooming season, usually from November to May of the following year, with peak bloom from January to March. When they bloom, the whole room fills with their delicate fragrance. Camellias love plenty of sunlight but should be kept out of direct, intense rays. The best way to water camellias is by soaking them. Simply immerse the entire pot in water, allowing the roots to absorb moisture thoroughly. Remember to add 2 tablespoons of ferrous sulfate to the water during soaking and occasionally when watering to effectively prevent problems like yellowing leaves, leaf drop, and poor blooming. Since camellias are acid-loving plants, they thrive when properly fed with nutrients, which promotes healthy growth and blooming. Got it? Make sure to follow me for more daily tips on caring for your indoor plants. If you want your hydrangeas to bloom beautifully, phosphorus fertilizer is essential. Once the flower buds reach the size of soybeans, stop using all other fertilizers and switch to phosphorus-rich fertilizer like monopotassium phosphate, commonly known as MKP. MKP can be used to promote blooming. Adequate phosphorus helps the buds expand quickly and improves overall flower quality. On the other hand, a lack of phosphorus can lead to bud drop. Since MKP contains no nitrogen, it encourages bud development without excessive vegetative growth. This results in large, neat blooms that don't droop easily. The fertilizing method is very simple. Mix 1 gram of MKP with 1 liter of water and water your hydrangeas once a week. April is a crucial month. If you want a spectacular bloom, start using it now. Follow me for daily plant care tips. The philodendron Birkin is a tropical plant belonging to the Araceae family. Thrives in humid, warm environments, but is sensitive to cold and harsh sunlight. To keep it healthy, follow these 5 care essentials. Soil. This plant isn't fussy about soil. Use a well-draining potting mix to prevent waterlogging. Temperature. It prefers warmth 64 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures below 50 degrees Fahrenheit will stunt its growth. Watering. It craves consistent moisture, keep the soil evenly moist, and never let it dry out completely. Light. It prefers a semi-shaded environment and does not need direct sunlight. Place it in a bright, well-ventilated area with indirect light. Fertilizing. Feed regularly during the growing season. Apply a balanced liquid fertilizer 2 to 3 times per month. Got it? Follow me for more indoor gardening tips. What flower smells better than perfume and is easier to care for than a spider plant? It's the Syzygium buxifolium. If there's smoking in the house, you must have one. It's good at absorbing harmful substances in the air and purifying it. With a long flowering period, its delicate fragrance can be enjoyed throughout the house when it blooms, and even the best perfumes may not compare to its scent. Its deep green leaves have a unique and beautiful shape. Placing it in the living room not only adds exquisite beauty, but it's also very easy to care for. It's not afraid of the cold in winter or the heat in summer, staying green all year round. Just water it once a week to maintain the right level of humidity. Having the Syzygium buxifolium at home symbolizes that everything will be all right. It doesn't require special lighting conditions either, just a few hours of indirect sunlight each day, making it particularly suitable for indoor placement. Follow me for more daily tips on indoor planting.
Now that it's spring, you definitely need to plant this bare sunflower. Its fluffy flowers are incredibly cute. It blooms with multiple heads, producing a large number of flowers and a long blooming period. After the flowers fade, it even produces seeds. If you like it, click the bottom left to buy. When it comes to growing flowers and plants, some herbaceous plants are especially popular. Take the Hydrocotyla verticillata for example. It can be grown both in water or soil, stays green all year round, and has upright leaves. Each of its leaves looks like a coin, so it's often kept in homes as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. To ensure your money work thrives, there are 4 key things to keep in mind to make sure it grows lush and healthy. 1. Trim all the branches and even the leaves from the entire pot to encourage new growth. This will help stimulate the plant's growth speed. 2. Moneywort grows quickly, so it has a high demand for nutrients. Be sure to add fertilizer to support its rapid growth. 3. Moneywort loves water, so make sure to water it regularly. If you're growing it hydroponically, you can add fresh water to the container every week or so. 4. Growing moneywort in soil tends to be more effective than in water, as the roots are embedded in the soil and receive more nutrients, leading to stronger growth. Got it? How do you care for a peace lily to ensure it keeps blooming, its leaves stay lush and green, and doesn't turn yellow? Well, you need to know what it likes and dislikes. First, it prefers shade and is sensitive to direct sunlight. Excessive sun exposure can scorch the leaves, causing them to dry out and turn yellow. Therefore, it should be placed in a well-ventilated, bright location. Second, it enjoys moisture and is afraid of dryness. Peace lilies have high water requirements, so the soil should be kept consistently moist. Water when the top of the soil feels dry, and if the indoor air is dry, you can mist the leaves to maintain humidity. Third, it likes fertilizer but is sensitive to chemical fertilizers. During the active growing season in spring, you should fertilize it 2 to 3 times a month with a specialized peace lily nutrient solution. Keep these 3 preferences and avoidances in mind, and your peace lily will thrive year-round, with lush foliage and continuous blooms. Follow me for more daily indoor planting tips.
If you do these 3 things for jasmine, it will be lush and keep blooming. First, expose it to the strong sun. Its love for sunlight is beyond your imagination. There's a saying that jasmine can't be sunned to death. The better the sunlight, the more and more fragrant the flowers will be. Second, it loves water. How much does jasmine love water? There will be no problem watering it every day. Especially in summer, the water evaporates quickly. Once it lacks water, the leaves will turn yellow and fall off, and the flower buds will wither before they can open. Water it once in the morning and once in the evening every day. Third, prune it frequently. The more you prune jasmine, the more and more frequently it will bloom, because it blooms on new branches. After each flower fades, cut at the second leaf, counting down from the flower. Then 2 new branches will sprout from the petiole, and small flower buds will emerge again on the new branches. Don't forget to follow me to get more tips on the daily maintenance of indoor plants. Want your potted plants to grow lush and full? It's all about the tricks. For succulents, the trick is beheading. After cutting off the top, remove all lower leaves and wipe the stem daily with a damp cloth. This encourages the stem to sprout multiple offsets, creating a fuller pot. For roses, the secret is branch bending. Bend and secure the stems downward, then frequently miss the base. This stimulates the plant to produce more flower buds from the center, resulting in a bushier plant with abundant blooms. For money trees, the key is pruning old branches and splitting growth points. Cut each growing tip in half. This forces the plant to double its branching. As it grows, you'll get a dense, overflowing pot. For clivias, the method is complete decapitation. Cut off all leaves and hollow out the growth point. Then apply fungicide to the wound. With nowhere else to go, the nutrients will trigger side shoots to sprout. Once these grow, you'll have a multi-crowned plant bursting with flowers. Master these techniques, and you'll have thriving, overflowing pots in no time.